Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to another action-packed week of the Alpha Touring Challenge. We are joining the drivers on the grid right now. We're getting just a little bit of a late start, but you can see them gridding up behind the pace car there with some heat racing tonight. We will have one heat, a C main, a B main, a little bit of a break for a warm-up, and then a feature. And I guess I should point out we're here at virtual Germany at the Nürburgring GP. We're doing the sprint version of this, which is a new one for myself. Joining me tonight, working the cameras and the overlays and giving his insights that we all love, Pim Luth. How are you doing tonight, Pim?
Hi, thank you very much. I'm doing very nice. Can you hear me?
Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we got you.
Good. Well, we're already looking. We had a nice timing. I'm always impressed how much information you can put on that first grid. We see Wojciech Swiatovic on the first position, Logan McKenzie, and I think we need to look out for Francois Schink and Jerome Boujalaz on the 12th position, because they are really running for championship. So that's always great to see that part. All right, the lights are going on.
And
Wojciech is really quick. Look at that.
Really
that
great
was an
start.
Interesting move, yeah. And there they go, off the R. And Swiatovic is really taking a long end. Look at that. They didn't expect that one coming. I'm curious about the Polaroid cars. What are they going to bring?
Ooh. And it looks like they had to check up. It does not look like Significant was expecting quite the amount of braking action there from Logan McKenzie, but they will obviously get it sorted out as they try to chase down Sean Campbell, who I don't think we saw last week, but he is going to lead that second group trying to chase down Wojciech, which best of luck to all of the gentlemen there trying to do that. But yeah, great racing here throughout the field. A little further back, we got Aaron Law and Ray Bartnikowski in P8 and P9 going side by side. This is, as you can see, a little bit of a, I don't want to call it claustrophobic, that might be the wrong word, but definitely some tight racing.
Yeah, and have a quick look at Jerome Boujalaz, because he's really moving up already. 3 positions up there on that 9th position, and is now right behind Aaron Law.
It was tough to tell. I could not, I was kind of peeking in on his qualifying effort, and I don't know that he got the qualifying effort that he was hoping for. It's very easy to get some off tracks here, and we got some intel that through that chicane that you see the drivers going through right now, there's a really nasty 2.5 second slowdown penalty if you don't hit that just right. So
yeah, look at this. Ray Bartnikowski, one step position back, is going really hard against Boujalaz and nearly gets him on the end over there. Luckily, they're going safe through.
Yeah, that's a little wiggle there on the corner exit that was going to let Matt Shepka run side by side and try to clear him here going down into turn 1.
And he does do
Ray
that really
hard
nice.
on
Look
the
at
outside.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, and we do see the number 77 off over there. That's John Lauzon actually went off. Curious what happened. Let's have a quick look how he came over there.
Whoa. Yeah, sending it super hard into the corner there. Hit, I don't know if that was, it was one of the Polaroid cars, Significant or Logan McKenzie.
Well, Significance is right behind Francois Schink.
So, with a little bit of a rush start, I will point out for this first heat, it'll be 15 minutes, and we will start the next heat with the same finishing order. We won't invert the top 5 there until the feature race, which will be the last one of the evening.
Yeah, look at that Significant getting really close to Francois Schink, but they do lose a little bit of touch with Logan McKenzie and Sean Campbell. And we see Aaron Law and Jerome now fighting over there. Interesting to see. That first corner is a really good opportunity to pass someone. And I do see that Boujaluz is trying it again with Arola. Oh, and I do hear
You
she
may have
has...
seen her
Yeah, go ahead. I am looking
earlier.
to Francois Schenk.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up there at Francois. This is going to be a great battle there. Slug tries. Look to the inside. You can see the tires smoking. Who knows? Slug may have a little bit of damage from that earlier incident with John Lausanne and maybe affecting him. Hard to tell, but man, he really tried to sneak it in there. I was going to say real quick, there was something weird with Eric Statzer. I don't know if you all saw him just kind of free falling down the timing tower a lap or two ago. He kind of pulled off on the front stretch there and just kind of let everybody by. So not 100% sure. We'll keep our ears open to get an update on that, but that's why.
Ooh, and here Slugnivel can send it into that chicane and gets really close now for Francois Schenk. Is he going to make that move? Oh, he backs out a little bit out of that. And now needs to recover from that. Maybe he can try and corner one to get really close. Other battle for position number 9. Andrew Little getting really close over there. Is he going to make a move? No, he's trying, but he's peeking a little bit, but that does cost him a little bit. Look at that. Immediately Ray Bartnikowski comes tight to the inside, and then now he has a better turn on there.
Oh, and you saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah. Ray Bartnikowski didn't see that coming, and he hit Andrew Little. Luckily, no damage for Andrew. That's the cool thing about this car, but Ray Bartnikowski is dropping now also behind Daniel Sedino. Yeah, it's costing
it's
you.
going to be the unfortunate circumstance of that. Yeah, that was all set up. It was weird. Andrew Little kind of had a little wiggle going into the braking zone into turn 1. That gave Ray the opportunity on the outside, and then, of course, battling side by side, the rest is history.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look. Wojciech Swierdowicz. First position. We should get his name right at one point because he is always on that position. We'll figure something out. And after that, we have Sean Campbell and Logan McKenzie. And I don't know where Sean Campbell is coming from, but he is really quick. Love his paint scheme.
Yeah, really awesome looking car there.
Yeah, and behind there is Logan McKenzie. He is the champion right now.
Right up until that last lap when Wojciech set the hot lap for the evening, Logan McKenzie had it in the bag there. So Logan McKenzie putting down some hot laps, and you've seen this gap to second place Sean Campbell slowly getting eaten into. So this will absolutely be a battle to watch moving forward.
I'm not sure if you've seen the helmet from Sean Campbell, but if you want to have a scary night, have a look at that one.
Well, we've bunched the field up a little bit here. A little further back. Oh, never mind. Go back to Francois Schenk there in 4th place with Slugnificent. Man, just as I was going to bring up the battle for P11, P10 back there, we saw Slug get right into the back of Francois Schenk going down into turn, I believe that was 5, and you hear an apology coming over the radios, the comms there from Slugnificent, but that's going to let Francois Schenk kind of get a little bit of separation, and that battle is on pause, at least for the moment.
Yeah, well, a little bit further back, we see Mark Darnell is falling back, really losing time, and then you have this big group that's coming in, and immediately, it's more than just one spot that you're losing. He's now right behind Ray Bartnikowski.
Yeah, this whole group from Andrew Little in the 10th spot all the way back to Eric Statzer.
Ray Bartnikowski tries that again. He didn't learn from the first time, and Daniel Sedino is smart enough to hold that. But now we're going to see a 2x2 battle right behind there. Look at that. Mark Darnell holds the position. Battles. Yeah, go ahead.
I hate to break it up here. P2. Logan McKenzie is looking to the outside there. He had was able to find the door of Sean Campbell there in turn 1, but it does look like Sean Campbell's ultimately going to have the better of it through that tight complex of turns as they head down into the turn 5 hairpin.
Yeah, Logan is really putting the pressure on here. Can do that as well because Francois Schenk is not there. But what about Jerome Boulajus? Because he's now going Bujulas. Let me say it correctly because he passed Aaron La. It's getting really quick right now. This is really the big gainer.
I had my eye on Aaron Law earlier. He was your biggest gainer of the night, but Jerome really turning it on now. He's up 6 spots to that P6 position, just trying to pick off drivers one by one. And maybe by the feature there, we'll see him battling for that top spot after what I imagine is not his most desired qualifying effort.
Now let's have a quick look at, go back to Logan, because I do think, what's Logan doing? What is Logan doing right here? Logan is going a lot slower. This is a weird situation. Would he have a penalty? And then he definitely needs to let go Sean Logan. Of Sean Campbell. Wow, that's a major development, because then suddenly we're going really for that third position, because Francois Schenk knows what he needs to do to win some points for the championship.
Well, I look back to when they were going through the chicane. And but yeah, that's very similar to what we saw Eric Statzer do earlier, so I got to imagine that's where they're serving that slowdown penalty. It did not look like he went that far off, though. It's a little
it's a big one that he got, and we do see Mark Darnell now dropping back to 14th position. That big group, yeah, if you make a mistake, then it's immediately over. And here, all in the back is August Blondel. Well, that is not a curse. He actually stopped his car right over there. I'm not sure why he didn't go back to the pit. But yeah, this is quite nice for Sean Campbell, because he's easily on that second position. 3 seconds behind him is Logan, but 6 seconds behind him, but in front of him is Wojciech Siridovic. Look at that. That guy is so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gap 6 seconds now.
I do think that Slugnificent actually gets a chance now to attack Francois Schenk. If he does that right.
Slug keeps getting right up to his bumper. We've seen it a few times now. And I'm trying to figure out which sections of the track he's faster at, but he gets right up to Francois' bumper there. Time and time again, he just cannot find a way around.
Yeah, he takes this corner a little bit different, and that's why this exit is really well, and then he comes back again. But it seems that he takes those corners a little bit different than Francois Schenk, different line.
Very
different
now
line. He has a really, really good run. He should be able to make a move by the end of here, or yes, no, he's not.
Yeah, look at that, pretty good defensive positioning there by Francois Schenk, by the way. He wasn't all the way over, wasn't in the middle of the track, but wasn't all the way over either, so Slug had to bail out of that attempt.
Yeah, let's go for position number 10. We see Andrew Little. Oh, what happened?
Sorry, no. Just as you went away, Slug did a little bit of off-roading, but he's fine. He's fine.
Oh, he's fine. I was just thinking, what do we miss? But I was going back to Daniel Sedeno, because he's driving on that 11th position, trying to attack Andrew Little. And Eric Statzer and Ray Bartnikowski are right behind there. It's a little bit train driving over here. What I mean by that is it's just hard to pass. We saw in the Discord
a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Lap or two ago, we saw, or at least I saw, Ray Bartnikowski really try to dive it there into turn 1 and ended up having to lay off just a little bit. But these guys really tight on their relative pace times, and there's just no separation to be had here. Oh, Slugnificent's going to make the move on Francois Schenk, but Francois is going to look back to the inside. So after that early race incident there for Slugnificent.
Let's have a quick look how that went. Significant really had that run, yeah. It's difficult to defend for him. Oh, they went really, really close. Love how those guys can work together. They're quite safe.
There's a little bit of a turn in the track there as it's leading up to turn 1, and I think that gave him just enough angle to really stick it to the inside there, Francois.
Oh, look at that. How close does he take that corner? Significantly really pushing it because he knows now it's going to happen. Is Francois Schenk going to overtake him? Yeah, he's going to have a look on that inside. It's got to be... Oh!
Can he make it stick?
And he not can make it stick. Oh, look! Oh! Francois Schenk had to look out over there. I'm going to call the Slug Max. He is really on those exits and knows how to squeeze everything out of that car. A little bit behind there, we see Matt Zepka really trying to get closer to Aaron La. Also nice to see Matt Zepka doing so well.
Yeah, steady Eddie there for the most part, and trying to get a little bit of separation there from JB Dejoux, who we haven't talked about much yet, but he's up. JB is up 2 spots there in P9 currently running, and he only has 2 off tracks at the moment, so he's right now your cleanest driver of the evening.
Oh, that's good to see that. I do have to say he drives in my favorite color, so I'm already good with his livery.
Nice.
Bright yellow, that's the real color. We do see that Wojciech Swiatovic actually got the checkered flag, and he is celebrating over here. Has earned this first heat. Yeah, it goes quite quickly, and we see Logan McKenzie is coming a little bit back, but Sean Campbell is taking that one, and then we see this look is really just passing Francois Schenk, and look at that, Jerome Boujaluz is now already there. Boujalas, I'm gonna say it, Boujalas. Look at that, 6 positions. He's 6 positions up in 11 laps.
Really, really nice heat for him there.
And now I'm curious to see what he's
success.
Exactly what he's gonna do in the second one.
Well, I will say there was some really hard early racing there that I think we're going to see a little bit of mix-up. You know, the last week, I think the grid kind of stabilized and normalized over the first couple heats. I don't think we're there yet. I think we're going to see a little bit of shake-up on this heat, as this will now be, I believe, the B main. So we skipped the C main. So this will be the last final heat. After this, we will have a quick 10-minute break for a warm-up, and then our feature, where we'll invert the top 5. So that's going to be the only other interesting thing to keep in mind, is that the top 5 will be inverted for the very next race that you see.
Yeah, so here we go again. Pace car is off. Why are we still standing? It's going to be a different tactic. Wojciech is still in the first position, huh? Or is that Sean? No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sean was
messing around, trying to see if he can get into the head of Wojciech, because that's the only thing that you need to do to make sure that you can at least hold him. Okay, so everybody saw how he did it. Everybody knows. Is he going to do the same trick?
That little chicane right there does not make it easy there. Eyes are peeled on Wojciech, but he's still going to get a great run.
Oh, he's going to get a great run. Look at that. We're driving along with Sean Campbell, who can actually can hold him on it. So that's going to be very interesting to see. And what happens behind there?
Oh, and we've got a car off. That's
was
Jerome.
Jerome.
No. It
Right,
appeared to me like he had to check up going into the braking zone, and Aaron Law was just right there. I don't know if that was just a wiggle and Jerome didn't have to control the car, or just didn't see Aaron there.
I think Jerome had a wiggle, and he came right in cross of Aaron Law. Aaron Law couldn't do anything about that. Jerome just lost it over there, but that is really, really sad for him. We immediately see a lot of fighting, especially in the back. Matt Zepka, look at that crazy fight over there. Oh!
Yeah, these guys really tearing it up back here. A lot of fun. Ray Bartnikowski going wheel to wheel. I believe that's Eric Statzer. This is the battle for P11 right now.
Yeah, and Jean Lezon is right behind there as well. So if anybody makes a mistake, then yeah, that's immediately going to go there. We see Jerome already coming back. Look at that. Jerome can get into his pace. Maybe it's not over yet.
Does look like JB Dejo's going to have to serve a slowdown.
Ray Bartnikowski made a big mistake, and that will definitely hurt him. Oh, and Aaron Laas now in fight with Significant. Right behind there is Francois Schenk, so interesting to see what Aaron Laas can do. Aaron Laas, we saw him yesterday in the Formula 1 Sunday Night Skippy, and he had an awesome race.
He's up 3 spots right now and doing a pretty good job.
He feels the heat. Look at that. Slug. Slug is gonna eat him alive over here. Look at that. The Slug is right behind on him on his back. All right, the Slug needs to do it right over here, and he is going to make a move, but he's not doing it.
I thought he was setting that up pretty good for sure. Well, I do like his thought process, though. One of the things that I've noticed is sending it, and we've talked about this before, sending it into the corner, it gives you that momentary closure, but you get such a poor run of corner exit that it ultimately doesn't do any good for you. You can see Slug backing up the corners and trying to get a better run off than his competitors, and it seems to be working for him.
Yeah, but also what I really think is interesting to see is, and here it goes really, really wide. Oh, he's right side by side, but he can't get there. And this is an outside corner, so you need to go on that inside. Aaron Laas doing that really well. Defends this corner. But I do think that Slug is making it. He's looking a lot. So he always makes sure that the car in front of him needs to look backwards. And here he does it again. Look at that. Chooses a different line. Constantly, I'm here. Look at there. I'm here. Oh, you're gonna get so tired when you see him behind you. He's everywhere. Look at that.
What a great run.
Oh. And Francois Schenk is just thinking, okay, I'm going to wait this one out. I'm going to have a look how the guys do this. But Aaron Laas not somebody who gives up. Look at this, and he keeps the Slug right behind him.
So Aaron, Slug, and Francois, by the way, are 4, 5, and 6. So this is, Slug right now is in that final invert position for the feature race.
Yeah, and again, I will choose a different line. Which line are you choosing, Aaron? And now the Schenk has an opportunity. Look at that. He's immediately doing the same thing. Oh, I will show myself. Interesting to see what he's going to do. Because I do think that he has a really good run right now.
Well, Pim, I'll say this is, I think, the more enthralling battle here, but I would like to just point out that this is probably the longest we've gone into a race where Wojciech is not checked out from the field. He's only 6/10 on the lead. Oh, and oh man, Slug's really going to look to the outside here. That's really good positioning, but yeah, Aaron's going to be able to pull that out.
That's the cool thing. I just want to go to the next one, and then suddenly we see the Slug making a move. But I also see Andrew Little. Look at that. Andrew Little goes from the outside.
Yeah.
Now to the inside. Really nice. And I think Zepka over there takes it really wide, but can't hold that position. And now already needs to defend over there. Daniel Sedeno is taking that move. Look at that.
And that's what I love about this group. These drivers always seem to find each other here on track, or some combination thereof. And what you'll see with the racing this close is one mistake usually doesn't mean just one spot lost. You're setting it up for somebody else right behind you to just take advantage of that. Crazy.
Oh, look at this. Matt Zepka can kiss the back of Daniel Sedino. Now has to back out, and this is exactly what you were mentioning. If you do it the other way around, you have a really good exit. Although Matt has a good exit. What's happening in the back of him? Look at that. Also a big fight with Eric Stetzer and Jean Lauzon. A little up there we see Francois Schink again, still behind the Slug, and the Slug is still looking in there. He's not making that move. Now he's losing a position over there. Oh yeah, there he goes. Francois Schink wants to have that inside over here, because that's the winning position, and he does that really well. Yeah, this is he looked too much time, and immediately Francois Schink understands what the game is. And this is really good for Aaron La, because now Aaron La can focus on himself. How is Sean Campbell doing? Is he holding back? He is losing touch with Wojciech.
He's losing time, yeah.
But Logan McKenzie is right behind there, and he's fine with all these newcomers coming to the league. And running this fast, because he can draft them quite easily. He's already 8 seconds behind Aaron La. Aaron La did a really good job. He's 3 positions up.
Yeah, poor Aaron La. Oh, and it looks like Francois Schink's going to have to hold up big time going into the chicane there to avoid hitting Aaron La, and that's going to allow Slugniffsky to go right by. So that's going to reset this battle here for 4th position.
So a quick look what exactly happened from the Slugson perspective. Oh, yeah, you got that run for free, and then you need to continue. Nice job. But that does mean that Francois Schink is now a little bit behind. Needs to look out that he doesn't get into that second group, because Andrew Little, Daniel Sedeno, Matt Zepka, they're all there.
Yeah, these guys continue to be draped under a very tiny blanket for 7th spot here.
I do have to say, Chris, at one point, when are we going to get the CAF OK Racing Network towels or blankets?
Get some large ones, some small ones, so we can better describe how close the action is on track.
Well, currently I'm watching Daniel Sedeno, who has to fight hard because Matt Zepka is right behind him, and he's trying to attack Andrew Little. And they're all very, very close together. Even John Lauzon, look at that. John Lauzon is 6 positions up. It's basically the Bajulas from Heat 2.
That's right. He's slowly, methodically, and working his way up.
Yeah, and do you remember Jerome Bajulas? Because do you remember that big crash that he had? He is already on 14th position right now, and only 1.5 seconds from JB. So really, maybe he can still make a race out of this. All right, let's have a quick look. So the Slug is doing it again. The Slug is attacking Aaron La and is really pushing him right. But Aaron La says, no, I'm not doing that. I'm taking that inside line, and he does a really nice job. Aaron La can defend here really hard. But the Slug is trying to do it outside, in and over.
Tell you what, Aaron Law's going to need a Cav OK towel after this race because he's holding off Slugnificent. And what does he get for a reward for that? He gets to try to hold off Francois Schink.
Oh, yeah, but he is definitely for this fourth position. Oh, look at that Slug on the outside. Really nice done. Yeah, that's a great move. And here Aaron La is giving up. He says, okay, you got this position for now. I do see another fight still with Daniel Sedino and John Lozette. John Lozette actually overtook over there. Let's have a quick look how he did that. I took that inside line over there. It's so difficult with so many drivers. Don't want to know what their spotters are actually mentioning.
Yeah, I think the spotters are earning their paychecks today, let me tell you. Well, John Lawson's up 7 spots now, and he's got just a half second up to Matt Shepka there, and only 1.4 seconds up to Andrew Little. So his awesome run here in the B main may not be over just yet, although we are 11 and a half minutes into the heat.
Oh, and there we see Aaron La going nice, he's going sideways. I think there was a little incident that he had. Let's have a quick look at that replay. He was trying to make it as difficult as possible, and then they go 3 wide in that corner. Yeah, and Francois Schink pushes Aaron La off the track over there. That's too bad for
that's
Aaron
gonna be
La.
really frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he was trying to hold up, check up, so he didn't get into Slugnificent. It was just
three wide in that corner is not going to do well. And that means that really this heat is pretty much over for the top 6. They're all pretty far away from each other. We do see the fight still for position number 7. Currently, Matt Zepka is trying to get Andrew Little right behind there, and Jean Lozat, Daniel Sedino right behind there.
Definitely the battle on track to watch right now. Yeah, Eric Statzer's joined that group too.
And you can clearly see that you need to get a lot of speed, and especially when everybody has draft. It's not that hard, not that difficult, it is actually difficult to get a pass.
And John Lawson's really gonna send it.
I was just saying, like, he's sending it for one good person. No, he was actually sending it for 3 persons. Look at that, he was trying to get the whole group in one go.
We haven't used this phrase in a while, but that's what the definition of licking the stamp and sending it right there.
All right, let's have a quick look. He was passing Matt Zepka and then thought, you know what? Oh, I'll just pass everybody like that.
Brave move. Won't work out for him this particular go-around. Matt Shepka now up 2 spots. He's in that 6th position, and 3.6 seconds to Francois Schink for a potential top 5.
And last time
although we are running out of time, we're in
11 laps, didn't we? Oh no, we're 1 lap ahead. Oh, look at that, Matt. He can actually get in that top 6. That would be an awesome position for him. All right, so let's have a quick look how actually Wojciech Swidovic is doing. Currently 5.3 seconds ahead of Sean Campbell. Sean is getting closer, like in this heat. Oh, I do see some interesting fights for Andrew Little. Look at
Yeah,
that.
he just received a slowdown there, so he's going to have to cede a few
Oh.
positions, unfortunately.
Oh, he did so well, and now this is going to be the last round.
Yeah, this seemed to be the race, the first two heats here. First it was Jerome, then it was John. The drivers who had worked their way through the most amount of positions up the field end up with heartbreak finishes in their particular races. So,
Well, maybe
yeah,
that
it's
does say something about their tactic. I don't want to, but like if you send it a lot, there is a risk that you're going to send it a little bit too hard. We're looking here at Logan McKenzie, not the person that's going to send it. He's up for that championship and is now really on that third position again. Does a really good job, is always on that podium and scores more points than Francois Schenk. So yeah, then you do something well. And you're probably a really good champion. Oh, look at that. I actually missed Sean Campbell and Wood's finish because they're so quick. And Logan comes here over the finish line.
Oh, and there's going to be contact with Eric Statzer getting into the... Oh, and Andrew Little's going to sneak by Daniel Sedano.
Oh, that's an interesting move.
Right,
I don't know how
there at
Andrew
the
Little
end.
did that, but that was an amazing move.
So he was able to claw back 2 positions there right at the end.
Wow, in one go. That's an amazing job. All right, so that was 2 heats, and now we're gonna have a look at first a break, and then we're gonna have one more feature. So for now, let's have a quick break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. And welcome back to another part of our final part of our race. We're going to see here the ATC final feature race. And have a quick look if we can see if we have the results. I think from our... Do I do see the right ones? I'm not 100% sure. We did saw that Wojciech Swiatovic took that first result, and Sean Campbell and Logan McKenzie filled up that positions. Now we have a reversed grid. So for the top 5, we see Francois Schink and Significant going to be on that first positions. While I say that, I do see that already the Slug is making a move.
Yeah, so obviously we've got Francois and Slugniffson on the start, inside and outside on the front row. Matt Shepka's going to lead the best of the rest there, not on the invert in P6.
Yeah, he was so close to get that position, but look at this. Francois Schink is going over there already, and... Well, he's not. I thought he was going to go already. And now they're going to see, he learned from Wojciech Swiatovic, and Francois Schink takes a really nice advantage. Oh, and we're going to see some nice fighting over there. Look at that, Wojciech Swiatovic immediately is taking a position right behind Logan McKenzie. All right, what's going to happen in that first corner?
Potentially.
It looks like everything goes fine. Francois Schink is on the lead. The Slug is right behind him. And over there is Sean Campbell, already one position up. And Logan has a difficult time. Look at that.
One thing I noticed in the chat there during the warm-up period before the feature race, Slugniffson was talking about the different lines that were being taken through some of these corners. So some of it, you know, may not be what I was talking about, backing the corners up, just different ways to attack each of these corners, and that's what's leading to some of the accordion effects.
And look at Sean Campbell. He's glued to the Slug. We see Andrew Little making a move in the back. I'm not sure if why he was going a little bit wide over there. Oh, he has an off track. Look at that. All of those guys over there all have a slowdown. And they're costing them really 4 of them. Ray Bartnikowski is last of them going in. Let's go to Francois Schink, because he's under pressure from the Slug. Right behind there is Sean Campbell, Logan McKenzie, and Wojciech Swiatovic. Wojciech didn't make a move yet. Wondering when he's going to do that.
Yeah, seems to be taking his time. The only position in the top 6 that's changed hands right now is Sean Campbell passing Logan McKenzie.
Yeah, and Sean Campbell is already looking very closely if he can overtake. And oh, yeah, look at this. Slug is again pressuring, doing the same tactic as we've seen before of him. We do have to remember, Chris, I know you're always our big interviewer, but we should ask Slug about his driving tactic, because it seems that he's driving a little bit different than everybody else. Here again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very curious to have him expound on... Oh, look at that.
Always goes the outside. Always takes it takes the other line. And now he has that inside.
Oh, they're going to make contact.
Oh, nice save from Francois Schink. He is losing positions, but can go right behind Logan McKenzie. And is actually right behind there. Nice move from him. Look at that. Now the Slug gets Sean Campbell right behind him. Curious what's going to happen.
Ooh, a little further back there, Francois Schenk looked like he was playing a little defense with Wojciech, but the pass will happen, though he does not have it completely yet, because Francois is going to have the...
Yeah, Wojciech is
inside,
really, really
go.
quick.
Yep.
And yeah, nice
He's
move.
able to make it stick on that outside.
And it's difficult to actually see with so many drivers over there. It's a very close pack. It's really our top 7 is just in our top 6 is in our same realm over here.
Oh, and a little bit further back there, Jerome Vagelas had a really wicked off track there going into turn 1, just kind of locked it up. So he's going to lose some spots, unfortunately.
Well, luckily we still have the replay, and look at that. Whoa, makes an interesting move. But he's very careful for that car, so he doesn't damage it. Has to get it out of the sand over there, and now continues that drive. Yeah, that's a little bit... his race wasn't already great, and that's not going to make it a lot better. But the Slug is doing really well on that first position. And suddenly you see him drive a lot different. Suddenly he's like making those nice lines. He knows exactly where he needs to park that car. All right, is Sean Campbell going to make a move over here? Or is it going to be Wojciech against Logan? Nah, it's still too early. If you make a mistake right here, then immediately you're going to drop a couple of places. Look at Francois Schenk, currently on that 5th position. But I do see that...
Logan McKenzie started 3rd, running 3rd, and I'm sure he's kind of happy. I mean, we talked about points and season-long standings, and I'm sure he's happy to... kind of let this play out and see, because you got to remember, this is twice the length. This feature race is 30 minutes, twice the length of the heats so far, and there's still a lot of race left to go.
Yeah, we don't have to. Don't forget that there's going to be tire issues at the end of this race. Last time it was really difficult to keep those cars on the track, so I think they also need to be careful about that. But we do see that Wojciech is having a lot of speed. And I'm curious, because Logan is not going to defend that hard. He is for the championship. He doesn't want to end up behind Francois Schenk. Look at that, they jumped that curb.
Mm-hmm. Does appear Mark Darnell back in 8th will have to serve a slowdown penalty. So, yeah, it's trying times for a lot of these drivers having to serve these the
look
slowdowns.
at that fight with Sean Campbell. Did have a look, and immediately the Slug was reacting to that. And right behind there we see Logan McKenzie is in big fight with Wojciech Svidovic. And all of them are just going to continue as they are, because no one makes the move. They're so close, and I think Francois Schenk thinks, you know what? I'm going to try it one more time. Get back up over there. But let's not forget about Matt Zepka. Look at that, on 6th position. A little bit behind those leaders, but can still see them.
Hanging tough, man. Good job from Matt, holding on to a starting position there, and a good 3.4 seconds over Eric Stetzer there in 7th place.
Yeah, and then we have that background fight. I think those guys, you know, they should get a room together. We have Andrew Little, John Lozant, Daniel Sedino, Mark Darnell. They always want to work over there. It's great to see August Blondel driving again.
It is a lot of fun to watch these guys run, though. I mean, just because it's not for the lead up there, they put on a heck of a show.
Yeah, I know. Great to see this driving. I do see when we're looking in the front that Logan McKenzie and Wojciech Svidovic lose a little bit touch with the Slug and Sean Campbell. But they're getting right over here back. Because that's going to also give a signal to Wojciech's.
The thing that has not been discussed on audio or on the Discord that I can tell, at least, is this track is about 25 degrees warmer Fahrenheit, at least, than the practice session that we saw earlier. And so I don't know if that's playing any sort of factor or not, but I mean, that's a pretty big temperature shift.
Yeah, you can see that those first top 5 is now really getting into a rhythm. I do think, I'm not 100% sure, but is François Schenk losing touch of that group?
Tough to tell. There seems to be gaps forming pretty well throughout the field, and I think we've seen this before in feature races where drivers. Okay, so we got through the first handful of laps.
Yeah.
We understand that there's a lot of racing left to go, so we're just gonna kind of see that. Now I say that, and look at this. Sean Campbell looking to the inside there for the race lead, coming around the final turn. Will he push? Nope. Gonna give just a little bit of room. And that's going to allow Slugnickson to maintain the lead for now.
Wojciech is getting really close also to Logan McKenzie. Basically, you get for one fight, 2 fights.
Oh, and the leaders are going to touch. Sean Campbell really trying to make that outside work, and he will get a nice run off there. Backs it out for turn 2.
That was an aggressive move of the Slug. He really wanted that first position. And Sean Campbell had to take advantage of had to take enough with that. And what goes back to that second position, we do see that Wojciech has overtaken Logan in that heat moment. Let's have a quick look how that actually happened. I think that was right in that first corner. Yeah, look at that. While we were looking at the first place, Wojciech went from the outside. Interesting to see. Outside and then got that turn really nicely. I was already saying Logan McKenzie is taking it easy a little bit because yeah, he's in for the championship.
One thing I've noticed about this track layout too is both turns 1 and oddly 2, and I'm sure there's others, really are a great setup for the what do they call it, the man, now of course now I'm blanking on it. The vortex of danger. What are they?
Yeah. Well, the
blind
vortex
spot
of danger.
Where you look like you.
Maybe we call the Slug the vortex of danger because here goes Sean Campbell, and then look at how hard he defends, and it's gonna be difficult to actually pass.
Oh boy. Stressful times here as they're going to go roughly through idle, though Wojciech's going to back up just enough out of that corner. He's like, nope, we're not doing that just yet.
But Sean taking
Campbell says
position.
yes.
Oh, and the Slug is not going to like that. Yeah, look at that. The Slug is... But this is really good for Wojciech. Wojciech is going to take this position. Look at that. He has the perfect line over there. And the Slug is fighting and struggling to get that second position.
Good for Wojciech. Also good for the 4-car, Logan McKenzie. Look who decided to join the group
look at
up
this.
here.
Oh, man. You can put them under a blanket. Oh.
Uh-huh.
And look at those moves. Yeah, those fake moves that they're trying to make. Impressive driving right over here. And this already after 2 heats. And Sean Campbell is now taking that first position.
He's going to try to hold on to it because Slugnificence is going to look to the outside.
And then to the inside, and then to
get
the
a run
outside.
off the chicane.
Yeah. And he is going to make a move. No, he's not going to make... That's the thing with the Slug. You never know if he makes a move because he's always looking. That's going to cost him. I think, again, that's going to bring Wojciech now in a really good position. They're all trying to get that final draft.
Yeah, and while all this battling's happening up front, that's going to bring Francois Schenk back into the picture as well.
Oh, and there's the touch from the Slug and Wojciech. But then Wojciech, doesn't have it. Yeah, and we do have to realize that there is also an drive-through penalty after, I think it was 13 incidents. And those little bumps can do it. But here, Wojciech is going to look as well. He's going to play the same game as the Slug is doing. And, oh, yeah, he's going to make a move. Look at that. Nicely done. But the Slug is still there.
The
Slug can make that car really, yeah. He makes that car so wide.
Meanwhile, though, look at Sean Campbell starting to pull away just a little bit. He's kind of out of the fray right now, so able to run his own lines.
Well, let's hope the Slug is not watching the stream, and he is so focused on Wojciech that Sean Campbell actually can run away. But again, the same thing happens as soon as we say they come closer to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we see...
Slug, hold on to it, buddy.
Hold on, and there we see Wojciech, and Wojciech is now taking that move. He's going to be on that inside line. But with the Slug, that's nothing sad, because he can run that outside line. We've seen it before. Is he going to do it again? Oh, and look at Francois Schenk on the back over there. Also trying to make a move.
Which will take that P2 spot. Sean Campbell now directly in his crosshairs.
Yeah, so the 1, 2, 3, that's really for the race. But then 4 and 5, that's really for the championship. So looks like it's going to be an interesting final laps. Let's have a quick look, because there are more drivers than just those 4. We have another Quattro up here, Daniel Sedeno. And I see, let's have a quick look, August Blondel, John Lozan. And great, they're really following each other very quickly. Oh, I do see that Wojciech Swidovic actually passed. Ooh, in that first corner, look at that. Daniel Sedeno is basically painting the back of August Blondel. But has now difficulties, and immediately look at that, John Lozan.
That's going to open it up.
Sending it into that first corner, or in that last corner. But can't make that. Look at that. That exit of Daniel Sedeno is really good.
While we were talking too, though, Wojciech Swidovic taking over the lead.
But Sean Campbell says no, takes that inside line and has now a better, no, doesn't have a better line. Oh, this is going to be fun. Look at that, the Slug is already driving different lines to make sure that he can really benefit from them.
And we've got contact back there, Aaron Law, who's falling quickly through the field there, and we'll collect another person. I believe that's John Lozan.
It wasn't that much. Oh, yeah, and then John Lozan comes in. Yeah, that's pretty much over for both of those drivers.
He just...
we do see that Sean Campbell has a problem because the Slug has just overtaken him right over here. So Sean Campbell is now up to that third position, and the Slug is back to the second. But whoa, oh, this looks like there's a slowdown from the Slug because he's suddenly making a big move. Yeah, he's going off there, and that means that he's going to lose this, guys. And immediately Wojciech has a 1.2 lead. Oh, this Jack could be teammates of them. Look at that. Immediately no draft anymore for him, and now Sean Campbell has to do it all by himself. Logan McKenzie and Francois Schenk right behind there, and the Slug has really dropped back to position number 5. He's now driving all by himself. I'm curious if Logan still going to make a move, because he only needs to look backwards to Francois Schenk. Of course, it's fun to be on the podium. Of course, you want to go as high as possible, but you also don't want to take those risks. So let's go back a little bit further, because Daniel Sedeno and who's fighting over there? Oh, side by side.
That's yeah, Daniel Sedeno and August Blondel, and Andrew Little's going to try to take advantage of that here. You can see him going to the inside as they go down. Diving into turn 5. Andrew will make the pass. Whoa, but he's going to get a bit loose there on the curbing.
Well, nice driving from yeah, August Blondel, anticipating on that, and is now really kissing that back. They're pushing and pushing. But I don't think August is going to do it right here. Let's have a quick look. Logan McKenzie is now getting really close to Sean Campbell, and Sean Campbell is defending. So maybe we have said too much, and maybe Logan is going to make a move, because he's now going to that outside. Oh, Sean Campbell, that is hurting so much, that corner. And here goes Logan McKenzie, takes that inside line and really pushes far, far away. Nice move, but it's not finished yet. Sean Campbell tries to go that outside. Now Logan needs to defend that really well, yeah.
Yeah, he was really trying to get the run off there. Really nice setup there by Logan McKenzie, but it's obviously clearly not over here.
No, and I am a little bit worried for Logan McKenzie, because Sean Campbell will take that second position in anything. So, and Francois Schenk is right behind him. So do you really want to take that risk?
Yeah, he's kind of in a tough spot too, though, because he can't hold off too much, because then you'll just give Francois Schenk the points as well. But I guess it's one spot difference is a lot better than 13 spots if you reckon out.
Yeah,
so.
no, exactly. And Logan does have a little bit of a lead in the championship. About a lead, Wojciech
so he's got some points to give.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I know that he driven 4 races. Chris, how many races do you think he actually won?
Ooh, what's his batting average? 1,000?
I think so. I think he actually scored all the races that he's in. So that guy is just really, really strong. But he's not going for that competition for this championship. That's Logan McKenzie and Francois Schenk. And Logan McKenzie has already passed Sean Campbell. And is he gonna hold that? Because Sean Campbell is so aggressive. And I mean that in a good way. Yeah? He's just looking everywhere.
We're ticking down here to 8.5 minutes remaining in the race. So the laps are getting, number of laps remaining are getting smaller and smaller. But I promise you, Logan wants to keep Sean Campbell there in between him and Francois Schenk to give himself just a little bit more padding going into the remaining races.
Well, you keep an eye on them. I'm going to have a quick look at Eric Stetzer and Daniel Sedeno together with Andrew Little are fighting over there. And then we see, of course, August Blondel is attached to the hip on Andrew Little. They're still fighting hard and strong over there. And then behind there is Mark Darnell trying to hold on. And then, of course, we have Jerome Boujalas. I think he's going to have a nice sleep and think about what this race has done to him. But it was not his day. All right, did I miss anything, Chris? How is it going in the front?
No, maintaining the position up here for the time being. But yeah, no, I agree. Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug, right? And we saw a lot of guys with some pace here tonight. It just wasn't their night. Jerome appears to be one of them, unfortunately, at the moment. But there's still some race remaining. But let's see what Francois Schenk can do. He's kind of in the hot seat right now. It's kind of up to him. Logan's driving this boat, and I don't believe Sean Campbell's in the running for the championship either. So no, Francois's got to make some moves here.
Francois really needs to make that move, and it's difficult because Sean Campbell has the speed. We've seen it now during this different heats. He was always in the top 3. It's going to be difficult. But look at Francois Schink of the Slug. He's actually getting closer and closer to Francois Schink. Secretly, he's coming back. Who wants that?
You would never want a slowdown when you're battling up there for the lead or the podium at all. But you got to figure he's got that lit a fire under his ass right there, and very, very awesome to race with the carrot out there, chasing somebody down.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And I do think that the Slug is going to be back in 2 laps, and he's going to be right behind Francois Schink, and Francois Schink doesn't have any choice anymore and needs to attack. And while I say that, he's losing a little bit of touch with Sean Campbell. And what happened to Wojcik? Wojcik is going slow over there. Oh, Wojcik has a slowdown. So here goes Logan McKenzie for that first position. It's got to be a slowdown.
Just absolutely eradicated the gap that he had built up.
Yeah, he didn't go on the side like all the other drivers did. But this makes it interesting. And again, Logan, what are you going to do? Are you going to fight? Yes, of course, you want to attack Wojcik. Finally, this chance to grab this victory from him. And maybe even put one more spot between you.
Exactly. You can talk all day long about season-long championships, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in that race car, I guarantee you he's got one thing on his mind, and that's passing the car in front of him.
Oh, yeah. And also for the championship, if he now actually passes Wojcik, then that means an extra spot. So extra points that Francois Schink doesn't get. And Francois Schink is trying to get closer and closer. And I told you 2 laps. I was completely wrong. The Slug is back. Look at that. He's right behind them. And he is now into that draft. So this is going to be interesting. No, not again.
Oh.
No.
No way.
No. The Slug, what are you doing to us? Man, that's got to be a major slowdown.
Did he turn the game difficulty up to hardcore, or what's he doing over there?
Yeah, no, I think he had a slowdown and has to go give that all that position that he earned in a couple of laps now is all gone again. That's maybe a lesson for Logan McKenzie. Don't do that. Don't do what the Slug just did. Because that's going to cost you immediately championship points. Wojcik is back into his rhythm. He's now already 1.2 seconds ahead. Let's go back to that big fight over there. We see one big group. Daniel Sedeno is leading them for 8th position. Behind there is Andrew Little, and yes, we're gonna see August Blundell, of course, right behind there. Oh, they touch. But Andrew Little can hold that position over here. No, he can't.
Oh.
But that's yeah, that is an off track. How big of an off track is that?
I don't know. Well clear.
But it looks like Andrew Little is losing quite a bit of position now also to JB.
DeJuice. Yeah, he's able to sneak his nose in there and...
Yeah, and what about Mark Darnell right behind there? He's also looking like he might want to overtake. And he is going to make a look over there, going to the inside. Oh, and Mark Darnell.
Oh, man. Well, they keep him pointed the right direction at least. I don't know if they bought a off-track slowdown or not, but...
We'll see that if they start passing. But on the moment, Andrew Little is making the move. And yes, there we see Mark Darnell is going to lose that position straight over on that run. Let's go quickly back to Logan McKenzie, who is still in that 2nd position. Right behind him, Sean Campbell. And a little bit further back, Francois Schink. Francois Schink is losing touch.
Yeah, this does appear, and keep in mind we've got only a minute and a half remaining, and we're running a minute 35 or so lap times here. So let's see, where is Wojciech here? He is. Yeah, he's going to take the white flag, I believe, this next time by.
Amazing to see
About
that
halfway,
driver.
3/4 of the way through the race. So any of these guys within striking distance gotta make the moves here soon, which includes Sean Campbell fighting for P2, which he does look like he's going to try to position on the outside there. Not gonna happen this go around, but here we go, coming across the start-finish line for what I do believe is our white flag lap.
Sean Campbell makes it really interesting. He needs to do it. There's no other choice. He needs to run it over here.
A lot of room and respect given there between these two drivers. That's going to give Logan McKenzie the inside line here through 2 and 3.
Yeah, but this is
Or
not
is
over
it?
yet. Look at that, Sean
Sean
Campbell.
Campbell, oh, the vortex of danger, strikes again.
But Logan McKenzie can hold it. Oh, Professor Zink
Wow.
needs to have looked and said yes. But Logan McKenzie holds that and now is still defending. Look at that. Oh, man. I would have said, you know what, son? You can have this one. I'm just going to go behind you. But not Logan McKenzie. Logan McKenzie, who is really strong over here and keeps that second position. Well done from him.
Wojciech is ostensibly coming down the end of what you call the back stretch, I suppose, there, going through the chicane one final time, hopefully.
Yeah, and is there
without
another
any
chance
slowdowns.
is there any chance for Sean Campbell to come by? And there is. Look at that, and he's going for it. Is he going to go for that second position? We know that Wojciech Sredovic is going to win this one, but look at Sean Campbell is really getting close into Logan McKenzie. And he has a better exit. Is he going to make that? Is he going to make that? It's going to be so close.
Oh, really nice. 1/10 of a second.
Wow.
1/10 of a second separates them.
Great work for Wojciech Sredovic. Nicely done. Don't forget about Matt Zepka here, who can't hold his car anymore, but has finished, and great move from him. Doesn't need to be. And now we're going for a little bit lower. Eric Stetzer, Agus Blondel, JB Deju, Jerome Bajalas is back over here. And that is our complete race.
Nice.
Wow. That was quite exciting.
Lots of fun.
Wouldn't think that of a Monday in Germany.
Wow, I'll tell you what, I have not seen this particular configuration before, but I'm a fan, especially in cars like this. I'm wondering what the Skippy would be like here. To be honest with you, this seems fairly well suited for it. I'm sure longtime Skippy drivers will tell me that, yeah, we've done that, been there, done that, Chris. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. These guys do a hell of a job. And oh, hey, look at that. We've got, we're joined now in the booth by Logan McKenzie. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on that P2. Great battling there with, I mean, the whole top 5, really, but you and Sean Campbell making it real interesting toward the end. What was going through your head there?
Yeah, towards the end of that race, I felt like I was really overdriving the tires, and I could feel it as we got towards the end. He had a bit of an advantage there, and the last 2 heats, just before I had gotten to him to try and make the pass for second, I had gotten to slow down at the chicane. So I was really babying it through the chicane, and that ended up costing me on those last 2 laps. Almost cost me second, but yeah, he was driving really aggressive there. It was fair, but yeah, he was sticking his nose in any chance I gave him. So very hard fought.
So I was just wondering, were you thinking about the championship? Because Francois Schink is driving behind you, and then you see Sean Campbell just, going for every position. And what you say, it was aggressive, but honest. Were you thinking about the championship, or were you thinking about that second position?
I was thinking about the championship because in the end, I think me finishing second here is like 3 points ahead of, or 4 points ahead of Francois instead of 2 for this heat. So was it really worth it? Probably not. But I had committed with 2 laps to go. I was like, Sean's been behind me this whole time. I'm committed to keeping him behind me, you know. And it just means that the gap is even larger going into Daytona. I think it'll probably be around 20 points. So I could end up like 6 or 7 positions behind Francois and be okay. So it's nice to get second and have that cushion even larger now.
Yeah, so
well, I always thought it was the right move, but the only time I thought it might not be the right move is when you ended up dang near sideways there going through the last lap. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, no, I'm just like curious. You're the only one who comes into the booth. We were a little bit late in this championship. We enjoyed a lot, I have to say. So please keep saying that to all the other guys. Amazing driving. But what's up with Wojciech? Because Wojciech is winning all the races, but so far we haven't seen him up in the championship. How is that possible?
Well, he joined, I believe it was race 7 in what is a 13 race season. Or 14, excuse me. So he joined right at the halfway point. The 2 drop weeks don't help him out a whole lot. He'll still probably end up 4th in the standings, but he just had such a deficit to start with that he's not in the championship battle.
Well, lucky for you, maybe this year you can actually go for that championship. How many races do we still have to go?
This was the penultimate race, so next week is Daytona, and hopefully I'll come away from there a 2-time champion.
So Logan, are you going to do anything special for that race? Any preparation?
Well, I've done quite a bit of racing around Daytona. Now that they've taken out that deadly sausage curb from the new bus stop, I'm not nearly as worried about the race. And frankly, there's really no need for me to fight hard for position there. If Sean or Jerome or Francois is hard charging behind me, I'll let him go, because I'm pretty sure at this point finishing 7th or 8th means I still am a champion.
Yeah, and then you see the slug behind you, and you know that's going to be difficult always to keep him behind. So it was an interesting race to see. I love you guys. Really nice racing. Very excited. Doesn't matter if it's for position number 10 or position number 2. Awesome to see. Logan, anybody you want to thank?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you guys for putting this on. I know I said it before, but really appreciate you guys coming out and doing the broadcast for us. As we wind down the season, a big thanks to iRacing for dropping the Elantra. I absolutely love this car. The Audi, you know, I did a lot of races in the Audi. The Elantra is just something different. I've got another step ahead of everyone else since I've gotten in it, I feel like. So I really appreciate that. And shout out to Slug for being a fantastic teammate throughout the year. You know, when we were in the same car, we shared telemetry, we still share setup knowledge and all that stuff. So it's really great to have someone like that alongside you during the championship.
Definitely. Thanks very much for always coming to the booth. And I'm looking forward to Daytona. So it's going to be very exciting. Chris, any last words from you?
No, I just want to echo, well, I guess, yes. I just want to echo what you said, Pim, man. We really enjoy coming out, and thanks for letting us just observe and watch, and hopefully other people out there enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy putting this on, and I'm super excited for Daytona. I did have one question there, Logan. Is that going to be a heat race as well, or is that a straight-up race for Daytona?
That is the 1-hour race, so you'll see a pit stop in there. Should be some interesting strategy. Lots of drafting, and it'll be similar to Red Bull Ring, where we saw Waj save a ton of fuel due to how much slipstream he got there. It's going to be that, but even more potentially.
Nice. And
Perfect,
Logan,
yeah.
last question then from me. If anybody wants to join, can they just come to the Discord and say, hey, I want next season, I want to be there as well?
Absolutely. You come in the Discord, and a link will be dropped in that.
And we have it
message.
on the stream.
What's that?
We have it on the stream, the link. So if anybody wants to join, then they can join, and they're welcome for next season. I've heard from Logan, so it's got to be true.
Absolutely. And during the off season, of course, we hold little community votes, feedback on the season and what tracks to race. So a lot of the tracks we raced this season were on polls from previous seasons. So a lot of that feedback is taken into account, and we do some silly races during the off season to pass the time in the meantime.
No, I'm looking forward to that, and I actually want to drive this car myself. So maybe in that off season we can give it a go together. Thanks very much again. I want to thank everybody for watching this broadcast here on Monday, Cavalcade Racing Network. We're going to be back on Sunday. I think BRL is first up in the morning, and then we have our Sunday night
Back
Skippy.
in action.
Yeah, it's always. I don't like those off weeks where we don't have anything. I have to get back into the rhythm, but I'm looking forward to Sunday morning. It's going to be awesome. Thank you all, and see you next time.